Howdy guys, Kirk and Jay here with Kirk, Giordano Plastering. Today what I want to point out is improper scupper placement. Now generally when you put a scupper on a house, you put your downspout coming out, you put your scupper on the wall itself, you flash it on the wall, then you counterflash that, you paper, you caulk around it. Those are today's codes. They had a scupper here and it wasn't done right. It was mounted on the outside and caulked. Well, if it leaks on the inside of the wall. Now you can see there was a lot of damage here. This whole corner come off. The water got in there and crept upward. You could pull the 4x out, the 2x4s, you pull them out by hand. The stucco was removed. Carpenters came in and they spent a day and replaced this whole wall. We actually did the stucco work. I'm going to show you two spots where we have a similar situation where it's on the top. It's in the back of the house. Okay guys, this is what they had over there. They had their scupper pipe correct. It comes out and it empties into here on the other side. But they put the metal on top of the stucco. Now if it's leaking, what happens is the water goes in back of this metal and it goes all over the wood. That's what they had here. So on the other side, we'll give you this as an example, and I'm actually going to fix this one too. Here is a simple one. All we do is we break out to the parapet here and put this flashing against the wood. We're not going to show you on this video because it's already getting too long. It's hard to take 3 to 6 hours worth of work and convert it into under a 5-minute video. But this is not proper, guys. The flashing, if you're going to do a scupper, break out the stucco. It's kind of like a ledger board. Break out the stucco, put the board on the stucco and Z-flash it. This is the same situation. Break out the stucco, put the flashing on the wood, then put it together as usual. In the front of the house, because this leaked so bad, it drenched a closet. Now the closet had been replaced last year, meaning they did all the plaster work and everything, and the homeowner said, well, gee, Kirk, is it possible that parapet cap is bad and water just went through the parapet? And I said, absolutely, that's possible. That's very possible. What happens with a parapet cap, you have, this house is 90 years old, 100 possibly, you have paper going over the top. That paper bakes, it deteriorates, so there's nothing left after 100 years unless you paint it every 8 years. That could last hundreds of years, but they didn't do that here. Anyhow, we'll go in the front because we did some exploration. I'll explain how you folks, or how we do proper exploration, because you could spin your wheels and start from the wrong places, or you could start, and not so much a trade secret, but a common sense area. Okay guys, we're at the opposite end of this balcony. Now they wanted to check and make certain that this side wasn't also bad too, because the other sides, again, you can take the 4x and yank them out with your hand. There was no shear left, it was gone. Anyhow, what I proposed is we start at the top. We break it here and we work our way down. Now we broke it out here and it looked great. We took it a little bit further just to make certain all of this was great. We pulled all the stucco off the cap, and it turns out the paper just went to the top. It didn't go around. So this one was beat up, but it had been worked on 10, 20, 30 years ago. So whoever worked on it didn't do it right the first time. And then we took it down this opposite side, which you don't need to see. It's about 4 or 6 inches. And they had somebody replace an area here. That also wasn't done right. They had deteriorated paper and they just put paper on top of that. That's not how you do it. Anyway, we're going to put this back together, and we're still going to show you a scupper in the rear of the home because it was done exactly the same way, to show you folks, if you see this, watch out for it, and we'll show you another job of where the stucco is removed and you can see the kind of damage that, unless the scupper is done properly, you're going to have some problems. I'm going to go ahead and put this back together right now, and we'll get back to you shortly. All right, guys, we're putting a conclusion on this. You know what I did with the homeowners here, I recommended, they have a deck here. I said, I recommend you put a new deck, go all the way to the parapet. And I also recommended caps, flashing caps that go on here. They said, gee, what about bricks or something decorative? Absolutely, that'll work. But anyway, I'm just losing focus here on what the original point was, and that is the damage that can be caused with scuppers that are placed on top of the stucco instead of broken out and placed on the wood itself and then properly maintained around it. I can put this back together easily because that is what I do for a living. Anyway, guys, my name is Kirk. I'm with Kirk Giordano Plastering. Jason and I thank you for watching, and if you like what we do, please click subscribe below and we'll show you more. It'll be sent to your email on a weekly basis. Again, we appreciate you watching, and as usual, we'll see you guys on the next one.